Hey y'all, welcome back. So as you can see, today we're in a different setup, and that's because if you guys remember, I told you guys that I wanted to do a video on my single eyeshadows because I have a lot more in my collection and I just kind of want to show you guys where I'm at. These are my 4 empty palettes. As you can see, one is by MAC. I got this years and years ago. I have one by ColourPop. These two right here are my newer ones and I got these from Shop Miss A. So we're gonna start with my MAC palette, and we're gonna start with my MAC palette because this is literally the oldest single eyeshadows that I own. So I still have, you know, some room left, and as you can see how I have them categorized, the first row is like all neutrals, and then we have the pop of colors pretty much down here. I'm gonna start with this orangey shade here. I believe this shade is called Rule. So as you can see, Rule is just pretty much your standard orangey brown shade, but this shade is really pretty. I definitely recommend this shade from MAC if you're looking for an orangier transition shade. So there's Rule right there, and Rule is a matte shadow. Next we have my favorite gold shade ever. This is Amber Lights, and as you can see, I did hit pan on this and it was really well loved. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. This shade is so gorgeous. I used to wear this all the time. The next shade, I'm not sure what this one is called. Antique. This is like a pretty coppery bronze brown shade. It's really pretty. Then moving on, this is Brown Script. Ooh, this one is really creamy. Ooh, this is stunning. Wow. There's Brown Script. It's like the most pigmented so far out of all the ones I've swatched so far. It's really pretty. It's just like a matte cocoa brown type shade. So this one is called All That Glitter. Just like a light pink shimmering color. That was the whole top row. We have Brown Script, Amber Lights, Rule, Antique, and All That Glitters. So the whole row was like all cult favorites. Really pretty. To the second row in the MAC palette. Right here we have Sketch. Sketch is just basically a dark berry color with a little hint of shimmer. It's not fully matte. It's a little bit patchy now. I'll probably throw this out because it is super old. I got this way back in like 2010. So yeah, I think I'm gonna actually throw Sketch out. The next shade is called Swish. It's like a shimmery pink color. It isn't too pigmented. I feel like it's more like a shade that you tap on top of different eyeshadows. But what I really love about Swish and why I cannot get rid of it is how glossy it looks, and it makes you look like you have like a wet eyeshadow on. This one is called Nylon. It's like a yellow creamish color with shimmer in it. It's really pretty. We have the shade Fresh Water. So there is Fresh Water. So those are all of my MAC shadows, and then like I said, I am getting rid of Sketch, so she will no longer be in my collection, but all of the other ones I'll be keeping, and that is my MAC eyeshadows. So moving on to the next empty palette bin. Next we have my ColourPop empty palette. This one is pretty much the most full, and all of these eyeshadows except for one are all ColourPop. We'll start from the bottom here. So first shade here, this is called, ooh, this is like a coral color. It's pretty. It's like a orangey corally color. Then right next to ooh, we have Bratty. Really pretty. ColourPop mattes are definitely my favorite formula. I feel like their mattes are so stunning and they blend really well. So Bratty is more of like a sun-kissed orange, while ooh is more of a corally pinkish orange. And then next to that, I think this is Formation. Yes, this is Formation. There's Formation. I wear that all the time. Just a really pretty color. So that was the last 3 that I have down there. We have Formation, Ooh, and Bratty. So going up to the second row here, I'm gonna start over here with this shade. This is one of my newer shades. This is called Slay Fair. It is like a turquoisey blue, but it has a shimmer in it. So there we go right there, Slay Fair, or I don't know how you say it, but it's like I said, it's like a turquoisey blue with shimmer in it. And looking at it, swatch, it has like a hint of green in it. It's a really pretty color, and it looks really wet. So I gotta use this on the lid. So next to that one, we have Brick, and this is just like a matte dark brown, which you can never have too many of. I feel like I said, it's just a matte dark brown, which I love to deepen up the crease in the outer corner. It's really rare that I use black eyeshadow. I like to use browns to do it. So there we have Brick. really stunning. And next to that, we actually have an ABH shadow. So this is the only shade in here that is not ColourPop. This is called Rich Velvet, and this one is like a brownie purpley color with little hints of shimmer in it, as you can see. So it's not purely matte, like it has pretty good amount of shimmer in it. And like I said, this is Rich Velvet by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay, then next we have Going Steady by ColourPop. This is one of my favorite ColourPop shades. It's just a really pretty matte, really rich purple, kind of like a berry purple, really pretty. So that was Going Steady. Then next to that one, this is also a newer shade that I bought. This is called Fair Play. So there's Fair Play. As you can see, it's just a matte pink shade, really pretty nonetheless though, so gorgeous. And then lastly on this row, we have this pretty neon lilac, and this is called Howlin'. Here is Howlin' here, and it's just your standard lilac-y neon color, but still pretty. So there is the whole second row of shades here. So now we're going to the full top row up here, and we're gonna start with this really pretty blue shade. This is called Baseline. How stunning that is. It's like a really pretty, really light blue shimmer shade. It looks like a cloud. That's really pretty. I want to use this soon. And next to that, we have a matte shade called Paper Tiger. When I swatch it with my finger, it looks pretty deep, but when I put it on my skin, it's not as deep as it looks. It kind of almost blends into my skin tone. And then next to that one, we have Carrot Cake. Oh, look how foily that is. It's really pretty. This is actually one of my favorite shimmers because for some reason I feel like this shimmer is like totally different from most of the other shimmers that I own from ColourPop. As you can see, this one is really pigmented, really creamy, really foily looking. Some of my other shimmery shades do not perform like this. So this is one of my favorite goldish greenish shade. It's really pretty. The next to Carrot Cake, this is Tea Garden. Tea Garden is a very unique duochrome shade. So here's Tea Garden. I don't know if you could tell how like that little pretty duochrome, it's really green, but it also has hints of pink in it. It's so pretty. Tea Garden is one of my favorite shades to throw on like on my whole lid. This one is called Glass Bull, which is another must-have shade from ColourPop in my opinion. This is another duochrome shade. Here is Glass Bull, really pretty, another shade I love to put all over the lid. And lastly, we have Heavy Glam. But here's Heavy Glam here, and it's just like a corally tangerine-ish shimmer color. Glass Bull, Tea Garden, Baseline, Paper Tiger, Carrot Cake, and Heavy Glam. Really pretty. Down to the nitty gritty because only one of these palettes is full. This one is empty, and this holds my bigger JD Glow eyeshadows. I did a full indie makeup brand spotlight on JD Glow Cosmetics, so I'll link that in the description box if you haven't seen it. But we're gonna start with this really pretty matte yellow shade. This is called Victor. I don't know if they have this back on the website, but when I checked, it wasn't there a couple of weeks ago. But it's just like a really pretty yellow color. Once you build it up, it is very pretty and pigmented. Then next to Victor, we have one of my favorite shades. This is called Deep Bronze. This is my favorite shade that I bought from JD Glow. Look at that pigment here. Wow, that's like crazy. Look at that. Oh my god, look how pigmented. I love this shade so much. Every time I wear it, I feel like I look like $1,000,000. It is just so creamy, so pigmented. I love wearing this all over the lid on its own. So there's Deep Bronze by JD Glow. Next to that, we have Martini, which is a really pretty lime green shimmery color here. These swatches though, like they're unreal. This is one swipe and look at that. So pretty. JD Glow is so worth it. You get this huge pan and they are $7. So that is Martini by JD Glow. And lastly from JD Glow, I think this is called Watermark. Yes, this is called Watermark. And it's this really pretty blue color with like these really pretty green shimmers. It's so stunning, so pretty. Now this one is super, I don't know if you can see, super foily, super glittery as well. Those are all of my JD Glow shades. I love these shadows so much. I definitely need to order some more JD Glow shades. So those were all of my single eyeshadows that I currently own in my collection. Maybe I'll do some color combinations with my single shadows that I think will be amazing. If you guys are interested, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.